Hey everybody, hold on just a little bit, waiting on YouTube. Waiting until I know I'm live. Okay, looks like we're good. So, hey everybody, welcome back. I want today's stream to be a little bit of a surprise. Got a certain game that I've been kind of wanting to stream for a little while. It's called The Wonderful 101. Great little game. I really love it. It's by Platinum, and this was made like quite some time ago, but this is a really good staple of the Wii U era. Tonight stream, I don't know if it's gonna be like super talkative because I know there's a lot of voice acting in this game, so I want to let this game do its voice acting, obviously.
The alien invasion
And I'll let this intro play out.
Will be met by a group of fearless warriors that number just 100 souls. 100 wonderful defenders of our world. Their faces are forever masked. Their tombs are forever unknown. They are the Wonderful 101!
Sorry if that's like echoing.
You.
Actually, I'm gonna turn the volume down. I don't want it going so loud that it's actually through my mic. I had some issues just when I was like messing around just to test a little bit. Let me like adjust. Hopefully what I set it down to is good enough. Alright, there we go. I actually wanted to start on a clean save file, so I erased my save data, not like primary save data, but like just some other save data I had. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Any second. Might take a moment or two.
Normal.
And I'm gonna play on normal. This is interesting because like the way this is set up, if you haven't played a Platinum game, easy is typically the normal difficulty and normal is the hard mode, but I'd always prefer to play on normal difficulty at least. I don't necessarily put myself through the hard difficulty every time I play any of these. Like I like to play just normal mode. I don't really like the idea of playing easy too much though. So it's not obvious from just looking, but this game has like a really interesting premise. It's basically, well, cutscene. I'll explain more in a little bit if this doesn't already give you enough of an explanation. Intro takes a little more than I remember before I got to the actual dialogue. But this is a really good story. We can't get to like all the best parts, unfortunately. Don't want to interrupt the talking, so I'm trying to be kind of careful. Okay, I think I'm about to take control in a second.
Alright, kids. Everything's gonna be fine. Just, stay calm and stay close to me.
Alright, and now the game's starting. This is like a very interesting in gameplay type, like a lot of people, myself included, made like the connection. This looks kind of similar to Pikmin, like not by a lot, but it's definitely kind of similar in like the concept of like 100 characters. It's actually pretty, well, I didn't expect it to take that long, whatever. It's been a little while since I played, I'm not gonna be my best.
Don't worry about me. Just get somewhere safe and hide. I've got to stop this bus, or else.
I guess I can read these parts. This doesn't actually have dialogue for this character, P-Star. I'll read his stuff.
P-Star.
You can get to the front of the bus. There isn't much time.
Roger.
So, yeah, you control like 100 characters. It's a neat little concept. It's not quite the same as like other games like Platinum. It's like really, really unique. Basically, you gather all these heroes, and you get like up to 100 heroes, and you can help draw. And like you draw these like formations, like to form different shapes and attack stuff. I don't think in the prologue we'll get to actually see it. I guess it might take a second. I don't remember how the heck I actually attack here. It's been so long. I'm supposed to, oh, I guess maybe it's just a run? Okay. Like I said, it's been a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. This is honestly like one of my favorite parts of the game here, like not just this, but like these characters all have these like really, really intricate animations where you can see them transform. Basically, if the game hasn't explained it already, there's like I said earlier, there's 100 heroes you're trying to gather together, and you all form different shapes to attack the enemies. It's really, really a neat concept. This one in particular forms like a giant fist, which I'll show it a little bit.
On their Wonderdependents, the special combat agents of the wonderful 100 don their sentinel suits in a mere 3 billionths of a second. These powered exoskeletons' ultra-dense biometallic fibers grant super strength, transforming mere mortals into invincible defenders of justice.
Special combat agent, Sentinel's Planetary Secret Service, Blossom City Field Office, also known as Wonder Red.
Okay, I hope that's not going to be an issue. The game seems like it kind of desynced the audio for some reason. Whatever. Now I can actually fight. So yeah, this isn't quite how the combat goes normally. It's really, really different, really, really weird looking. This is just like a basics thing right now. In fact, I think there's like very few segments where you're just like going up and straight punching stuff as like one person. You get to see some creative stuff. My combo isn't good enough? I mean, whatever. Don't expect me to have like the best score because I love it, but it's difficult. Another character intro right now, I believe. Been a little while, like I said. Oh, god dang it, game. Give me a second. Out of all the time I've actually owned this game, I've never had that happen before. This is the first time I've had that dirty disc error. Kind of disruptive, I know. This is probably one of my favorite characters in the game. I like him a lot. He's kind of a goofball of a character. Got a really good personality. Every character in this cast is like really, really unique. He screws up his own intro.
By the United Nations, the Planetary Secret Service Organization, known as the Sentinels, is dedicated to defending the Earth from alien invasion. Amongst them, 100 souls from 100 cities around the world have donned a powerful exoskeleton known as a Sentinel suit, taking their place as secret combat agents known as Wonderful Ones. Once they've completed the most stringent training exercises, passed the toughest exams, been certified as physically fit, and approved as mentally sound, only the elite are chosen to enter the battle as Earth's frontline defenses. From valor in battle to secret intelligence gathering, they undertake each mission with the utmost skill, while concealing their identities as most classified. Their faces are forever masked.
This is a lot longer than I remember it.
Forever unknown. They are proud to go down in history as simply 1 in 100. They are the 100 most wonderful defenders of our world. The wonderful 100.
Right, there we go.
If it isn't Elliot Hooker.
Oh, never mind, still
One from
going.
Los Angeles Field Office, also known as Wonder Blue.
Time for intros, dude. Unite Morph already.
Oh, right. Unite Hand.
This is the first time you actually get to like see this in action. It's
Special
cool.
combat agents of the wonderful 100 link together in single file to form the Wonder Liner.
This happens like a lot in the game. Like this is basically the main concept, is doing stuff like this, like morphing into certain objects,
Secret weapon
using them in
of the
combat
wonderful
too.
100, which enables them to recreate real-world objects by rearranging pseudo-digital subatomic particles according to a bubble memory blueprint and linking their bodies electronically together, unleashing awesome power.
I don't think the rest of the missions from here on out are quite as talkative as the beginning is. This part's like taking a while. I'm trying not to interrupt it.
Wait, you guys are all?
Wonderful ones who don't have time to wait for something new. We gotta stop that bus, dude.
Roger.
Let's see. Wait, what? Well, alright, you have to kill these guys, I forgot. Easy. So each thing you can morph into actually has its own unique properties. Like the sword I'm using here is like good for range. It also seems to combo really, really easy, making it like a really, really good tool. It's honestly like my preferred weapon of choice playing through most of these missions. Hey Wayne, good to see you. Wait, what's going on? Hold on a second. Let me like pause this. I need to hear it myself. I'm gonna like mute my mic for this for a second.
The Wonder Liner extends the Wonderful One's wonder energy to ordinary citizens, electroplating them with tiny wonder masks that both protect and transform the citizenry into wonderful reinforcements.
Unite! Chain! Unite! Morph! Unite! Hand!
No time for breaks.
Then we're just gonna have to build up the tracks and go airborne.
Dude, what?
Unite! Build!
Unite Build allows Wonderful Ones to instantly analyze a structure for gaps or deficiencies and synthesize the missing components. The magic of pseudo-digital subatomic particle manipulation enables the Wonderful 100 to literally make things out of thin air.
Wonder Punch!
Hey! Wonderful 100! No way! Wonderful Ones, can I have your autograph? Why would you want those liars' autographs? Double-O, Schmumble-O. How can they save the Earth when they can't even save one person on it? We're better off without them!
Luca.
I believe we've identified this planet's primary defense and our primary target.
They will bow before me, like all the rest.
Well done, team!
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize my mic was off. I was talking that whole time without even realizing it. God damn it. Just like me. Hold on a second. I need to hear the music one more time. I feel stupid about this, but I mean, I mean to listen to it anyway, and by the time I unmuted, I thought I'd already fixed this. Give me a second. Hello? Hold on a second. Is it working? Okay, I think we're good. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't hear anything wrong with the audio. I'm sorry. I got paranoid. This stream has had a less than ideal start, even though I wanted this to be like a fun stream where I showed off a lot of this. It started off apparently an audio issue, and also there was a matter that this disc stopped working for a minute, and I had to fix that. Alright, let's see what this does. According to Valve, head to the Wonderful Mark, stock up on supplies you'll need for the fight. You'll need O parts you obtain during the game to buy these items, right? This is pretty integral to the gameplay. You need to buy stuff from here. In fact, there's some really questionable designs about like some of this. Like, it's not bad, but they put some stuff in the shop they shouldn't have. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. So two things that are like, and not,
Unite
it's
guts.
just one thing in general, but like, these are your block and dodge attacks, Unite Guts and Unite Spring.
Unite Spring.
These are actually both like really, really, yeah, it's fine now. That was my bad. I left my mic on mute by accident. Hold on. Okay, like I was saying, Unite Spring is your dodge, and don't I have to buy it? I'm short. I guess we'll just take the guts and go on. I'm gonna have to buy it later. But yeah, this is the block. This is your dodge. You don't get them from the start for some reason. I feel like that's a really, really dumb decision, but they designed it that way for some reason. And it's counterintuitive to the gameplay because you actually rely on using your shield and block like a ton in the game. I don't get why they chose to put them in the mart and not just give them to you.
Years of silence, Geth Jerk is back, and now they're hitting us where it hurts with a preemptive strike on Blossom City. But we can't let them have it. The rise of that city is the rise of our planet following Earth Defense War 2, and I'll die before I let them lay their paws on it.
I've been waiting all my life for the chance to make those alien scum feel the sting of my Valiantium blade. Of course, they won't feel it for long. They'll be dead from the blade.
Our colleagues at the Gaia Defense Army have already activated the hyperplasma shield that circles the planet, codenamed Margarita. That plasma layer has most of the invading army deadlocked. Unfortunately, none of the GDA tactical simulations accounted for the salty dingoes blitzing our orbital defenses.
I don't remember this dialogue being so weirdly
And
written.
now, entire battalions have turned our home into a cocktail of destruction. The Sentinels have gathered you all here on the Virgin Victory for one reason and one reason only. An all-out attack on Geth Jerk. We will eliminate the enemy with speed, precision, and extreme prejudice. I hereby initiate Project Stinger.
Why don't you just have me do it? Save everybody the trouble.
Wonderful ones from around the world are being rushed in and will join you as the battle progresses. Wonder Red, as a resident of Blossom City, your knowledge of the battlefield will be a valuable asset to the team. I'm placing you in charge. This is your chance to prove you have what it takes.
Dude, seriously?
Sir, with all due respect,
Accept command of the team.
Roger.
Nelson, bro, hold up. Captain Noob Cakes? Really?
Tachyon radar showing multiple hostiles. I'm reading attack squadrons in the Blossom City suburbs. Waveform patterns indicate heavy anti-air artillery.
Anti-air? They must be trying to block our approach. Wonderful 100. Deploy and eliminate those enemy forces on the double.
Roger. Team, fall in!
Roger.
Okay, yeah. Sorry if there was a lot of silence that bothers anybody. It's not like I'm not trying to like be interactive to chat or not trying to talk about the game, but like I said, I wanted to try and leave it so the voice acting isn't interrupted. There is a lot of it. So yeah, I guess I don't remember where I left off. I was talking. There's some cool stuff in this. The cinematics are really, really well done. Wait, hold on a second. Is it out? Oh, you're talking about the game, like how it did when it's selling on Wii U. Actually, yeah, this game sold really, really poorly, I think. It's a good game, but it sold like, I don't know, like 30,000 copies, I think, originally, which is a major flop. Also, hey Zachary, welcome to stream. It's such a good title, too. It deserved like a lot more success than what it got. So, yeah, I had some stuff I was trying to elaborate on during the intro when I had my mic muted by mistake, like a dumbass. Anyway, yeah. Basically, these Unite Morph things are like crucial to the gameplay. You're morphing into like all these different shapes all the time. It starts off with only like a few. I think you get 4 of them by the that first chapter, which is still quite a lot to work with. They all have like really, really different roles you want to work with too. For example, what I'm doing right now, this is, at least in my experience, the best weapon in the game for like just doing combos. You get a lot easier combos and you can hit stuff really easy. The sword is like really, really useful. I'll show it in just a minute. We get into another battle, but the fist you can form is also really, really good. Not as good, and I'd prefer not to use it. When I was playing this originally, I actually played this like really poorly, and I was spamming the fist more than anything, and that's not how you want to play. The fist is more meant for like clobbering on really, really strong enemies that have like a ton of health. You need to like take them out fast, so you use the fist and you keep swiping at them. Nowhere near the same combo range as the sword, though, which is basically your primary tool. God damn it, I wasn't ready for that, so I couldn't block it. It takes a lot of practice to get used to, but once you do, it feels second nature. It's really, really fun. In a little bit, I think like the next chapter, we'll actually be getting our next one. That's a gun. You use to like shoot your teammates out of. It's really weird. Basically how you extend combos from what I remember. I think you're supposed to continually shoot the gun if you can't use the sword. Also obviously good for like ranged attacks. And then the other one that shows up in this is a whip, which is really, really good. There's more, but we're not going to get to see those today, I'm pretty sure. There are exactly 7 like main power-ups, but when you get to the later stage of the game, you actually see more than that. I'll read this really quick. There's a wonderful toilet over there. Wonderful toilets may look like perfect places for citizens to go and take a number 2. They're actually the number 1 hidden resupply point for the Wonderful 101. Wonderful 100. Use a wonderful liner to send in your team. And be sure to get something. Yeah. This game is weird. It's really, really quirky and really, really fun, though. Like, I don't really get entirely why they picked the toilet for, like, a place you can get items from. It seems like a really, really odd decision. This game is filled with, like, odd stuff, so questioning that isn't really gonna matter. Also, these people on the ground, you can see how I'm, like, circling them and it recruits them. You need to do this because basically you get like some bonuses if you unlock all the heroes in the game. Normally you just go around like circle people and you get them in your party and you like recruit them temporarily. It's like a citizen helping out the Wonderful 101. It's very, very important you do though if you want the bonuses. There's 100 characters, but there's not like anywhere near that many powers, just for the record. A lot of these characters are actually just crapshoot characters that are just there for whatever reason. Okay, this might take a second. I don't remember where the hell I'm going, actually. This might slow me down. So, okay, I think I was talking about the gun. And that's what we get next. We're also going to get a whip soon. And it's like really, really good for spiked enemies. It's really, really cool to see all these combinations go off. See all this stuff you can do. It's kind of limited compared to some of the other abilities you get, though. So it's a concept, and like I said before, you're playing as 100 superheroes, and they're basically trying to stop this invasion with like shape-shifting ability. So that's the premise. By the way, just a little bit of history about this. This was like the first major game that Nintendo and Platinum did in a partnership. Okay, I'm gonna have to like see if I can switch this for a second. I think it's got picture-in-picture. I remember how I do it. Give me a second. Hold on. Well, if I can get it on here, maybe it... Not, I'm pretty sure you could. Okay, you can see it now. It's not perfect, but like... This is what I'm seeing on my screen. I can... Hold on a second. I need to try and get this and like sized up a little better. God damn, this wouldn't be so bad. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. I need to remember how to fix this. Okay, it's a minus button. There you go, now you can see what's going on. So there's a lot of sections like this in the game. You basically have to go through and swap between the gamepad view and the TV view and like do certain tasks. Trying to match some numbers. What does it say to do for the door again? I think there's something outside raising. Okay, here it is. 3. No, this is. Can't read it. 2, 3, 5. Okay. But yeah, you can switch the display and like use it to see what you're doing. It's a little bit shoehorned in. It's not the biggest deal. This would be like one thing that would hold this back from getting a Switch port, if anything. Although I think they could probably make it work still. All right, let me get this back on the right screen. Only got a low rank there because I had to waste my time doing that. Yeah, this is a Wii U game. It's a good game, though. This is like a really, really fun game. If I had to like take any guess as to why this never made it on the Switch, and it hasn't yet, like maybe it will, I would assume it's because this game flopped really hard. Okay, what's this? Drawing network. Press the X button to have the range routine create another network. There's one I can hereby units, and you can use them to create a 4 network. I don't think I ever used this too much. It's probably kind of useful, but I'm always just stuck to like tracking all my enemies with my basic attacks because it just seems like it's easier. But yeah, this was it was like the first game that Nintendo and Platinum like really worked together on. And like there were other games that were by Platinum before, like before Platinum was called Clover, I think, and they were owned by Capcom. And then they become independent. So they can't be independent. Excuse me, get my words a little bit mixed up. But yeah, but this was like one of their first games, at least that I can tell, that was like actually kind of commissioned by Nintendo for them to make it for them. Like this and Bayonetta 2 are like their big legacy games they worked on together. Both of which are like really good. Like this is awesome, so is Bayonetta. I admire a lot of the stuff Platinum's done. They're like a top-notch game studio. They've made a lot of really good stuff. I'm like really pumped for Astral Chain because of like how fun their games have been. Yeah, this is a pretty good game. This Wii U title, I wish it could be on Switch too. It's absolutely worthy of it in my opinion. But yeah, this game like only gets better and better the more you play it too. That might sound hard to believe, but like there are like a lot of awesome segments in this. The action segments just feel really, really fun to play through. And then the story segments are good. It's not like a serious story. It kind of, like, I guess kind of, but this game knows how to take itself seriously and knows when not to. The humor in this game is so good. There's so many high points in it. I absolutely love it. And you get like really emotionally attached to the story you get, like the further you go in the story. It's such a good game. Be ready. These guys suck. You gotta like make sure you just sit here and reflect their cannonballs to attack them. It's not a huge amount of fun. Die, tank! God damn it, I wasn't ready. Also, there's like a load of customization. I didn't get to show it enough. I should have been paying attention. Whatever. I didn't get to show it while I was in the menu screen of like that shop I was in when I was getting my stuff. There's like a lot of stuff in there, and you want to buy like quite a bit of it. Like you get a lot of customization options. There's a lot of choices for like different weapons you can use. Not weapons, but I mean different types of abilities you can buy, and they're all really, really useful. The only ones that are integral are, like I said, the Unite Guts that I've been using throughout this, and I don't have it yet because I didn't have the money for it, but you also want to grab Unite Spring, I believe it is, because those are block and dodge, and they're not in by default for some reason. You have to purchase them. Anyway, let's talk about the weapons. Like, I didn't finish talking about that. I mentioned how there's like a bunch of different morphs. So, since I'm not going to be getting to these, it shouldn't hurt to bring them up anyway, because you guys won't see them otherwise. But once you get to, I think, Chapter 2, you get another Unite morph. I think they're like one per chapter. After you get the whip, you get a hammer, which is really, really neat. Like, nothing super useful. It's really situational, and some of these just are. They don't have a lot of uses. Just use it to, like, hit really, really hard enemies, like tough defenses you see later in the game. Super situational, unfortunately. Have you gotten the hang of, I would say, wrapping around things? I don't know, I couldn't read it fast enough. As you never train the ones who be powerful beyond imagination. Same extraterrestrial energy, the power can only drive. Yeah, so I'll keep it short. Circle, do you make? Oh, I didn't get to read that say either, damn it. Look at their flower bed over there, it's just screaming for you to circle it, yeah. This moves too fast. I can't read his dialogue because he, like, immediately scrolls it off as soon as he's done talking. I'm, like, let the ones that are too fast just slide, I guess. But yeah, I think there's, I don't know, like, say, 10 abilities maybe in total. You actually get to, like, once you meet your rival in this game, you actually get to, like, recruit, like, him and his team later on. They've got some really, really neat ones. There's a Naginata. His power-up is a boomerang. Like, this is spoiler stuff, but it's also stuff we won't see me using in the stream, unfortunately. So it's like, I can only talk about it since I can't reach it, and I'm not going to be playing long enough. I'm going to be doing like an hour for total and then stop. What happened? I had the block going. That's really peculiar. Come on, give me all my people back so I can do something. That's pretty much like the main thing I was wanting to bring up there. Oh yeah, there's some others that are not late game. I only brought the late game stuff up because that's something I know there's no chance we'll see. The others will have at least a possibility. Come on, I can't even see it out of the corner of the screen. You could have given me enough time to, like, prepare to block first. This game can be a little bit rough. Platinum usually makes their games, like, really, really hard. This game is no exception, to be honest. Die! Sick of you jumping on me! You gonna attack me? There we go. Got it. Get out of here with your bullshit. Stop running over me. So, the other powers are a claw you get, which is really, really cool. It's also, unfortunately, kind of not that great. It's just a little bit situational, but it's pretty good for combos from what I remember. You get to use it for some fun stuff, and it's got like a freezing property, I think. Really, really weird stuff to work with there. And the last one you get is a bomb thing, which is drawn like really similar to the giant fist. And it has a strange ability, and like when you use the bomb, and you actually like use it to freeze time. Right, this game has a lot of quick time events, and I can't remember them, so I'm gonna have to wait for the game to tell me what I'm doing. I love the cinematics, though. They get creative, really creative. Oh, this part, it's not bad. This part kind of sucks a little bit. You have to watch out for falling debris. I don't know why there's vehicles dropping out of the sky. I thought there was a ladder around here. I don't see it. Where am I going? Like to move along? God, that's bad. Wait, what? Or was I just walked around in a circle as far as I can tell. That was really weird. Hold on a second. Could have let me move. I need to, like, pause this and use my healing. I don't think this game punishes you like some of Platinum's games decide to do when you heal up. We good? Okay, we got another one. No, I thought we did. We're good, though. Come on. How do we do this again? I'm supposed to divide the fire, right? Okay, there we go. That morphing ability is really, really good. You get to use that for so many things. You form the weirdest shapes out of it. They get creative with it. Oh, right, you slash this and it falls to stop the fire. This is like a really, really interesting idea that they came up with. Like, I would never imagine that that could be a way to stop a fire, but it does kind of cover all the surface it's supposed to. Also, the boss fights, you guys are probably going to like those. They're really, really good. They're dialogue heavy like at some of the other parts of the game, but oh my god, they're designed so well. And like, some of the finishers for the bosses are hilarious. I love them. This thing, I hate this thing. This thing punches like crazy hard, and it attacks you a lot. You have to be like really ready to fight it, or otherwise it'll damage you like a lot. Once you get it to a certain damage threshold, it gets crazy and goes berserk, and you have to like run away from it, or it'll start trying to kill you, and you can't actually block it. Dead guy is really, really annoying. Die! Awesome, there we go. Let's see, what else is there? I don't know why I'm having so much trouble thinking of things right now. I know this is the Get Circle, leads to Get Secret Lair, Kaku, I don't remember what to say, yeah, Kaku, Uriga, Secret Bases, the Get Circle, yeah, no. Get Circles, I can't read this, you're doing too much talking too quickly on this one. Hit the seal and destroy the Kaku Uriga inside. This is like, if you played Bayonetta, this is like that game in secret areas. It's very, very similar. You go in this and you get and do a little challenge. It does seem to impact your score though on the level. Also, if you've never played a Platinum game, and I guess I'll explain the scoring system. You've probably seen a little bit of it already, but you're scored based on your time, and also based on... Shit, I need to shut up for just a second. You're scored on your time, your combo, and also they're scored on how much damage you take. And there's like 5 different ranks, I think. You get Platinum, Pure Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze, and then a last one that's called like... It depends on the title, I think, but it's called like Reserve Reserve... What is it? Maybe it's not Reserve. Runner-up's what it's called in this game. It's like a really, really bad reward you don't want to get. Will you please stop? I'm getting attacked like non-stop every few seconds. But yeah, you get them based on how you perform. If you want to get the best, which is Pure Platinum, it's very, very difficult. Because basically, if you do not dodge perfectly and take no damage, you won't get that Platinum in your damage category, so you have to watch it. And combo's easy enough. You just make sure you're careful about how you're chaining and make sure you keep your combo going at whatever cost. Even if it is a little bit difficult to pull off sometimes. Also, if you play these and you care about score at all, do not hit continue if you die. These games will punish you if you continue and you lose. There's like a lot of points. I think the first time they're kind of merciful and they only drop you down to a bronze, but if you actually continue from there, you get like the worst award you can get, like a stone, or in this case, the... I said it was called the runner-up. Oh yeah, it's called the consolation prize in this game, but yeah. They'll have their own designs. It's really nice to see. Also, this has a neat little decal you can see here. There's a flag showing that I cleared it. Nothing amazing, just a neat little thing you can notice. What am I doing? Okay, landing. I like the puzzles in this a lot. get to use your abilities in like some really, really creative ways. It's more than I can say for some games. Like, this game was probably one of the more creative games when it was coming out. It's super fun, too. I highly recommend, like, if you guys like this and you have, like, the means to check it out, then, like, after I get done streaming, you should look into it. If you can actually get it, I'd say maybe buy it. If not, I mean, I understand. This is a game that's on a dead console that no longer is being sold and isn't really relevant anymore. It's pretty cheap, though, and you can find a used copy. It's only, like, be like $20 to $30 at most now, and there's been a few times where it's even gone on sale for free. Not really free, I guess given away for free would be the right wording. It was in Club Nintendo reward at one point. Speaking of which, I really, really miss Club Nintendo. It was really, really... What? What happened? I can't... Oh, right, this is the thing. You can fall in the water, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I get out, though. This is trying to grab the citizens. Which I miss Club Nintendo. It was really, really great. My Nintendo just doesn't have the same impact. It's not as good, in my opinion. They're like those digital game rewards, but they're kinda mid. And also on top of that, it takes forever if you want to use the gold coins to buy anything. Also, don't even get me started on those platinum rewards, because those are so bad. They're like not even remotely worth it. Try one more time if I can get there. Maybe not. Okay, I mean, it's not really gonna matter if I grab those guys or not. Just wanted to get them on my team. I remember like so many memories of Club Nintendo. I remember like they had so many really good prizes, even though they're the ones that were in the American Club Nintendo kind of sucked. I don't want to like get up too off topic and like blather on about it, but like the amount of cool physical goods you could get from there was great. And, like nothing I'd seen for like Nintendo merchandise like came too close to it. I remember in Europe they actually had like a thing where if you had enough points you could get like an actual real life version of a Mario Kart or trophy. That was cool looking, and I'm still kind of angry that it never came to America, because that was like one of the way more interesting things that came from there. Everybody, I remember there were like very few things. I think there was like a Luigi's Mansion thing, but like all the Club Nintendo stuff in America kind of sucked. I guess there was like those neat games you could get if you saved up enough points. You got like Game & Watch Gallery. That was alright. There was that Grill Off thing. God, I miss Club Nintendo. That's enough blathering about it. Alright. There we go. I can't move! Why am I stuck? Uh-oh, we're getting bombed. This part's neat. This is like one of the more creative segments. They do goofy stuff like this. You circle this football helmet, and then once you do, you end up wearing it and using it as like cover from attacks. This is one of the more silly and fun parts, in my opinion. I wish the game did more stuff like this. Like, you only get so many segments like this, and this is fun just to mess around with. I still need this, and if not, how the fuck do I get rid of that for that? I mean, you're even turn move for. Yeah, I know, I'm supposed to use this thing to keep me from getting attacked. guy's like the worst boyfriend. He abandoned his girlfriend over that. Again, I guess it makes sense to run away when there's aliens. Also, the alien species in this are good. They show like so many of them. Hold on a second, is my mic going? I can't pause, it won't let me. Hold on, I fucked up for a second. Just curious, because I haven't seen any activity in chat. Okay, I guess we're good. Trying to fix my display now. Also, if you didn't catch, the villains in this are called Death Jerks, like an entire alliance of aliens trying to attack Earth for unspecified reason I'm not going to mention too much. I've like spoiled like some bits of the game, but I'm not going to spoil that in case anybody wants to play the story. With the theme they've like gone with, there's a surprising amount of like variety. You'd think with like aliens, they'd maybe eventually stop coming up with creative ideas and they'd have to like switch over to something else, but like they did a surprisingly decent job. I'm doing kind of sloppy, but I also don't have my dodge yet that I need. I'm just not timing my block right. Also, like I mentioned, the aliens called Death Jerk. They have a really, really funny acronym for what their name stands for, but I can't remember what it actually was called. It might have been in that cutscene if you want to roll it back and look. Alright, there we go, end of mission. So, I'll talk about the mission structure now while I'm thinking about it.
Well done,
so,
team.
There are, I believe, 3 missions each chapter, not counting like special things like this is one with the prologue. I think this one has 4 because you had the prologue as a separated chapter, but you get 2 normal missions and then 1 boss mission. They're labeled in a very specific way so you can tell what they're supposed to be. Like you've got 1. So you have the number like there 001A, 001B, and 001C, for example. A and B are like always just normal levels, and then C will be something like a boss. Always like a boss fight. I don't know if there's any like point where they deviate from this. Well, I think there's some sections where instead it's shorter. Oh, I should have actually did one more thing before we move along. We need to get some more supply, so just a second.
Super wonderful.
One more wouldn't hurt.
Wonderful noodle.
Okay, there we go. Stock it up in case I need to heal. All the things in this are like so great. They like flow so well.
Roger.
Feels so nice to play it. It's just such an awesome game. A lot of people like say Bayonetta is like Platinum's star game they made for Wii, but I honestly would say I disagree. This is like probably one of my favorite Wii games, at least one of my favorites that's still exclusive now that most of the other exclusives are gone. Even then, this was already like pretty high up there. This would be like top 3. Like, if I had to say like my top 3 were originally before the Switch, I would have said Mario Maker, this, Pikmin 3, like no doubt. These are all like really good games. They're a lot of fun. The Wii U had like so many good games to it. It's a shame that it didn't like have the kind of success it deserved. It was a fantastic console, although I've gotta admit the Switch does make it feel kind of clunky in comparison. Oh, that feels satisfying when you pull it off right. Oh, there's another enemy. Where are you going? Gotta love when you have like an enemy or two like stopping you from finishing off a batch and it lowers your overall score. tried swapping over to the fist. Ooh, that was close. He nearly kicked me in the face there. Get out of here, big lug. Some of these enemies are like really fast, and you have to have like fast reaction time. Still, if you like block their attacks, you get rewarded really well. Or if you just dodge them. Speaking of which, it's like you can expand on your dodging and blocking quite a bit. Like you even get like a spike dodge and a spike jump, or like something similar. I think it's like a, I don't know what you call it. I think it's called a drill jump or something. And use that to like spring out of the way, and you can then damage your opponents as you like dodge them. There's something up here. I thought there was like a person up there. Never mind. I think I was just saying this. It gets crazy. Like there's even a Bayonetta move in this. It's like directly inspired by the Witch Time called Hero Time, and it's super useful. I never got to use it in my first or second playthrough because I never bought it. I always was trying to be really careful with my money in the game. Oh, these things suck. If you remember those tanks from before, these are very, very similar, but they have a slight difference in that these things will try to shoot you with the laser, and you have to like hold your sword up to actually absorb the laser when they do. Maybe it's not this one in particular. There's definitely a tank type that does that though. Maybe it wasn't this one, because this one hasn't shot anything. I mean, it just kept ramming me over and over again. Yeah, I expect that for at least a little bit that the enemies are going to be kind of like that. They have like quite a few enemies that are variations on other enemies, but there's some creative ones too. Really, really good ones you see later on. Also, this section is really designed well. Gives you a sense of panic while still being like pretty well done. You can feel the pressure because everything's falling around you. Something really fun about like drawing like a giant sword or a giant fist and seeing all this stuff happen. It just feels so weird, goofy, but it's also lovable. This game really had like a special charm to it. If they don't like port this, I hope they at least consider doing a sequel in the future. I love this game a lot. God, he has a weird design. That pompadour, it looks really strange on him. Come on, what's going on? Can I recruit? There we go. So they trick you here, you gotta fill that elevator up after you do it. Weird, neat little way to use the main system in this game. You get to see a lot of little creative bits like this, they're fun. I love the ideas in this game. It genuinely never shocks me how weird this game can get. Probably already got everybody of those there. Okay, whatever. I mean, other character, why not? Not drawing it close enough? Or... Why is it not finishing? Hold on a second. There we go. Sometimes the drawing in this can be like really finicky. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Well, too late. I'll have to do it again. That's like one major complaint that I could sort of understand from people. The main way you do it is you like draw everything on the touchscreen to like form these shapes, but you can also like use the right stick and it works really well. Okay, it's B, that's why I did it. I pushed Y, thinking for some reason that would speed me up. And we're back to see something weird again. This time we see this giant robot after us. We'll be, and we might see this guy a lot. Actually, I don't remember. I want to say it might be seeing him very, very soon, but like I think he's the second chapter boss, not this one. He's the boss. If you couldn't tell, I already just said it. The giant death robot destroying everything.
No freaking way, dude!
I'm detecting a signal on the jerk matter interferometer. Some
Actually
sort of
attack it while this is
surface-based
going on.
stealth coating must have allowed it to avoid detection underground.
We're gonna scrap this bipedal assault weapon. Team, unite up!
Roger.
So I mentioned this is a boss fight, but this particular part isn't. I probably should have said that word, but like, you don't fight him as like an actual boss here. This is more of a mini boss where you're just on his arm fighting him. You do fight him in the second chapter for real, though. I think you even see this robot recur and show up again at some point. Really hates you after attacking it. I guess that makes sense. I'd probably be pretty angry if I had like tiny people attacking me, even though this thing is trying to destroy tons of innocent people's lives. I don't remember how you got on the other arm. Okay, I guess you're just supposed to break everything that how, because I wasn't doing it before. New skill, Wonderful Rising. I think I know what that is. This is a weird one. You like jump up in the air and you like strike stuff. You level up, you get all sorts of new skills. They're all pretty useful too. Although there's some stuff in the shop you can buy that does not ever really help you. But there's one that's like a tombstone thing, and you like jump up in the air and you drop down onto your opponent with it. It doesn't seem to be like super useful. It can be helpful, but it's nothing important, nothing really helpful. Sorry about that. I've been getting bothered with like a billion phone calls today for some reason. I contemplated turning my phone off, and I forgot to before stream started. They're all been spam and not anything important either, so I'm not gonna answer that. I don't know why it's been going off so much. You gotta watch yourself here. This gets annoying really quickly. This little robot attacks you. I would appreciate it if you leave me alone, game. Let me finish. Did I get him? I think I did. Find out. Yeah, I can attack him now. Pretty easy little mini boss here. Why am I not having any results here? Why is nothing happening? I thought I was supposed to like get inside the head, but that doesn't seem to be working. Let me finish him already. I'm slashing him this much. Wait, what? Are you serious? I couldn't see the dial. I thought it was done. Because it looked like it was finished because I couldn't see where it was at, and I saw these effects. That was my bad.
Unite, hand!
Go. Love how interactive the cutscenes are, though. There wasn't any real necessity to like have that be a thing where you had to like grab onto that, but like
was
it's
that thing hiding
extra
under?
little added
There's more where that came from.
bit
Team,
there.
let's move.
Roger.
That was my bad. I didn't realize that I was nearly done with that. I would have been done a lot faster if I had. But yeah, there's no need to like make it so you have to jump to it. They could have just automated it. Instead, they give you the chance to do that yourself and see. Nice little cutscene there. That's one of the things I love about this. When the cutscenes get better and better, you get goofy things you wouldn't expect to happen in cutscenes too. I think I've already mentioned it. We'll see one relatively soon, I think, watch out. The first one was really weird was in the second chapter of the first. They're all really good. Are we going up here? Okay. Go over here and do it. Now we're about to see the gun, okay, Wonder Green. Or maybe not yet, it takes a minute, but he's gonna show up soon. One thing I should mention that I just didn't think about earlier that it shouldn't occur to me to mention is that all these guys have like really good and quirky personalities. Like each character's like really different. Okay, I don't really care about being in the UFO. Why am I in there? I wasn't trying to get at it. But yeah, each one of these wonderful ones, and the wonderful one, they're all like very unique.
For you to say, flying toaster, we can't even reach the darn thing.
Like how Red is a weird guy. He's like a mumbling guy with no confidence. Okay, I'm gonna let this play before I say any more.
Once again, you strike through, Christine Diane. My gun, my bell. Another life snuffed out by your exquisite charms.
You're late, Frenchie. Did you get lost jumping the pond?
Oh, Blue. I see your continued failure with the ladies has done nothing to remedy your brusque mannerisms. A man's man by default.
You're yanking my chain, Captain Croissant.
Thank you. Your help was invaluable. Jean-Sebastian Renault. I mean, Wonder Green, isn't it?
Pardon. You are the leader of this operation? You seem unfamiliar. Have we met before? Tea in Versailles, perhaps?
Dude's only been on the team for a month.
Sacré vert! A novice? You may address me as Monsieur Wonder Green. Have you no respect for etiquette? La hiérarchie?
I'm sorry.
I will have you know I am no simple child. Tell me now, what scores did you receive on your tactical examinations?
I'm pretty sure it was 100 on the written, 98 on the field.
Très bien. But exams are exams. Real-world experience, skills honed in battle. These are what count, my dear Wonder Rouge.
Roger. Good to have you on the team, Monsieur Wondergreen.
So yeah, like I was saying, they all have like really neat. Oh shit! Right, I forgot about that. He uses the gun's ability. He uses it like, and you make a really big gun, and ends up making a bazooka, and it can like actually hurt you if you're not careful. That's something I totally forgot could happen. That's not what I was talking about, but we'll get back to that in just a second. I mentioned earlier, this is like really good for like finishing combos you start. It's like pretty much perfect for taking out either ranged or something that you really need to continue comboing off of, but you can't. So, yeah, each character has like a really quirky personality. I didn't go into that enough. Like, Red, a little underconfident because is new and he's the leader. Also, he's like a really strong character with like a really strong sense of justice. He's kind of one of the more interesting, right, ends of a character. He's designed really well. Blue is overconfident, kind of a goofball, as you can see. Clumsy on top of that throughout his intro. And Green is, well, Green's a big goofball and he's French, you can tell, and he loves his guns. Each character, like I said, each character has this. The next one's pretty neat too, but I can't tell. She has like, I think she has an accent, but I can't tell what type of accent it's supposed to be. Very easily distinct personality that you'll be able to figure out once you see her, though. It's like this with every character in the game. They're all very unique, and they all feel real because of it. Okay, yeah, thanks, game. I tried to block that, and it didn't work. Killing stuff in this game feels really satisfying. Just something that's, I don't know, I guess because they have a lot of health and it isn't easy to get enemies knocked out. When you do it, you just feel like really proud. Feels like you actually work for it. Compared to some of the other games where, I mean, combat's just that. Breath of the Wild had good combat, but I mean, sword fighting, it doesn't feel like you have like a huge amount of stuff you ever have to do. Smash Bros, I guess, obviously that would count as the fighting game. Like, killing stuff in this is really a nice feeling with how much you have to do to actually get rid of some of these enemies. Especially if you don't want to have your health mastered, like this thing, you have to be ready to dodge a ton of attacks. And it feels good to like memorize and learn some of these patterns too, because they are not easy to remember. It just feels nice, like watching the enemy get stifled and knocked back and not continually hitting you. They do not take it easy on you, and I'm doing kind of poor at killing this thing. I guess I should have used the cannon, but I didn't even realize it was still there for some reason. I'm going blind. Stop jumping so much. There we go. I could have been better. A lot better. Oh, wonderful news. Yeah, that's healing. I like how the items are just like ordinary food for like when you heal, or ordinary item, everyday foods you could get. And I like something like a weirder type of healing, like, and sometimes it's a little refreshing to just see something that's not like at Mario's like mushrooms or potions like Zelda, like something that feels a little more common. These big guys are super fast. This is why I mentioned earlier I don't like them, is they go quick, and when they attack you, they get that invincibility sometimes, mainly like where that guy over there is like red and attacking. That one that I got hit by though is just the lack of me reacting fast enough. If you want to get rid of these guys quick, you have to like sacrifice your combo, it feels like. Maybe it's not actually the case, maybe there's better ways to do it, but whenever I try to use the fist, I never get any combo off of it. One of the few things I do wish was a little different in this game is like how you for combo. Especially because in Bayonetta, I remember there's like a ton of different weapons you can use, and they all work pretty well for that premise of getting a pretty big combo, but you're kind of a little more restricted in this game. Okay, that's alright. Welcome back, Wayne. I've been trying to keep conversation going. Hasn't been the easiest, but I'm glad you're here again. Trying to get to the next mission. Been at this one for a little while. I think it's more because I've been having interruptions that I've been taking a long time, though. I had to check the audio, which doesn't seem to be bad. It seems to be working, at least when I looked at it. And then also, there was that thing where my discs wasn't working earlier, and I had to fix that, so I guess that's why we're taking as long as we are. Also, I guess, on that note, it'd now be a good time to bring up the game length if anybody's, like, looking into this. I don't remember exactly, but I believe this game is actually, like, 20 hours long. It's not, like, super long, but it's long enough. Okay, let me switch the display for this part. It'll do it. There we go, now you can see what I'm seeing. This part's a little bit weird too. You're in the stadium and they're trying to use this little thing in the center. I don't remember where it's at. Oh, you need this battery first. I think you use like a baseball bat in here. We'll see in just a second. Why can't I pick it up? Oh, I'm supposed to absorb with the gun. I wasn't able to read it blind sometimes. Also, since you have like the right stick for drawing, you can't really freely adjust the camera, which is a tiny bit of a nuisance. It's not really bad, but it would help for like sections like this to be able to actually control it. What happened? I remember being a little bit confused by this the first time I did it too. Like, it's not entirely apparent you need to pick up the battery and like where you need to take it. It's just apparent that you have to. The walking here seems a little more stiff than usual for some reason. Oh, I think I see it. Let me see. Close. Yeah, I think that's it. Try shooting it. There we go. So, this is weird. I can't really explain this. I'll just like, you can see what I'm doing here. I got the gun pointed at this. I'm supposed to try and get my aim back where I need it. I don't know if I'm in the right spot. Supposed to shoot that big baseball up here. Now that you know that, I'll switch the display again so you can get an idea of what I'm about to be talking about. So, you're watching this baseball diamond thing and you're shooting this and you're trying to like line it up with the panels there where you can see like a spot that represents like a base in baseball. It's not the easiest thing to get used to. You have to do it like just right. So this will take a little bit. Damn it, I keep shooting too early. I guess I'm used to expecting things to be like where you need to do it in advance in a game and not right on the dot. There we go. Did it 3 times too. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Too fast. Okay, shit. I can tell you I won't be getting a platinum out of this one because I've taken so much damage. There we go. There's only one disc. Oh, well that sucks. Probably because of both me fiddling to get this on the screen and also to get everything perfect that I got that consolation prize. Also, yeah, there's only one disc here. So I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Hostiles on Tachyon radar. Massive flying object incoming.
Oh, here we go. Another mini boss, I believe.
We are not blind.
So, the sniveling worms dare to defy the guild of evil aliens terrorizing humans.
Oh, there you go. There's Death Jerks.
Energy beams,
Or
ray guns, and
Anagram. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
this time, the mighty
You know what I'm talking about, though.
wipe their simpering smiles from the face of the planet.
Acronym, that's it. Yeah, that's the acronym for Death Jerk. Or Death Jerk. I'm glad you didn't like it. Like, yeah, it's interesting, really interesting. It's really, really fun, too. Very unique.
And you are?
They call me Wonder Blue. Soon you'll feel the sting of my Valiantium blade. Of course, you won't feel it for long. You'll be...
I have no time to waste on pathetic underlings.
I love this dialogue.
Introduce your leader.
Who you calling an underling?
Ah, there is the blue I have missed. Every insult and opportunity to further taunt your opponent.
Stick a tube in it, foie gras.
I'm the one you're looking for. I'm the leader.
You.
That's right, me. I'm Wonder Red. And you've got only one choice, Invader.
I want to talk, but I
Lay
don't want to
down your
interrupt
arms,
too much.
Or lay down your life to the wonderful 100.
Ha ha ha! That's rich. You're Wonder Red? Ha ha ha! There must be some mistake. I came looking for combatants, not color-coordinated cosplayers. In the interest of time, I hope you don't mind being vaporized by my molecular disintegration cannons.
Wait, what do you mean this game is 10? Are you talking about the rating? I mean, yeah, there's not anything like really, really bad in this. It's pretty tame, although it does have some surprising things it goes over in its story.
Roger.
It's really, really in-depth and really, really great. Like, it's really, really a good game, even though but you might not be able to tell from, like, first glance just how interesting the story gets. But it is kind of just a normal alien invasion plot at first. I kind of hate this mini boss. It's not really bad, but you're supposed to like grab these things with the gun, I think, and then shoot them back. Okay, I'm not gonna get that one, I guess. I've been doing because I've been trying to watch out for the enemies that are on the ground. This mini boss actually evolves into something even weirder in a little bit. Like there's an actual baseball bat you get, and you use that to like hit stuff back at it. I forget if it's just these or what. Really, really weird, really, really cool. Also kind of slow though. I'm just gonna keep shooting it right now. I don't remember how this goes. Yeah, the boss fights are pretty neat. This is just a mini boss though. First boss comes right after this, so it's good, really good. Can't wait to let you guys see it because I think you'll like it. It's super, super weird. Also, the dialogue and cutscenes in the boss fights are something and completely different from like the rest of the game. They're really, really awesome. Like, it's not to say that in combat the game isn't good. It's just saying that the boss cutscenes and the boss battles are fun and like really, really well designed. Big boy, making my life kind of hard right now. Duel of the swords right now. Going down. Always love a good sword fight. This is definitely one in my opinion. I'll get a bigger sword. I need to like swap at him with like a lot more firepower. Here we go. I kinda wish I had more powers right now, because if I had the one, I don't remember what it's called, I think it's called Hero Time, but if I had that, then me dodging him would be that much sweeter, because then I could watch me get slow time like a Bayonetta and punch him even harder. You get some crazy potential for damage as you keep going in the game. It's always fun to like experiment and see what you can do while you're playing. I can't really tell if I can block this big oaf's attacks. He's jumping at me, but if you've like been paying attention to the screen, you'll note like usually when a character like shows that you can block its attacks, they'll like glow through like a sort of like bluish, I guess, color. You can like see very clearly that it's blockable. None of his have been seemingly doing that. Just a little more. Go down. There we go. I think we're about to use the baseball bat. If we even do it, I thought there was a baseball bat. I haven't seen it though.
What is it? Little busy here. What? We found it. Understood. On my way. Unfortunately, my costumed comrades, our play date is at an end. But don't worry, you can still play with my toys!
Okay, yeah, I think he's done talking a little bit, maybe then end the dialogue for just a little bit. Yeah, this game is kind of weird, although I'd say this isn't a $10 game. This is worth the money.
Dude, he's getting away! Blue, stay here. We need to take out the cannon first.
Okay, I think it's coming up right now, actually, that part I was talking about. Here we go.
Anti-air cannon has radar lock. Initiating Virgin Victory stealth defense systems.
Team, unite up!
Roger.
Just as I mentioned, it gets weirder and weirder, and you get to use a giant baseball bat around this part. It's really, really peculiar. There it is, right there. I knew I was remembering correctly, I just didn't realize when I was going to get it. What? How did that fuck up? I could have sworn I was blocking one. Okay, I need to heal. Taking a lot of damage here. Yeah, I think if you guys played this, you might actually like it. It's a lot of fun. It may look like a cheaply made game, but it's like got all the fixings of a really good game, honestly. Oh wait, maybe I got hit by that stuff falling from the sky. I wasn't really paying attention to that. That would explain that, actually. God, this stupid raining bombs on me is annoying, though. I can pick the bat up now. Thank you. You have to pay attention here, because this thing shoots at you a lot, and you have to be ready to hit these. I love the creativity in this game, though. This game has like a lot of awesome little unique, weird ideas. There we go. That's more like it. How to drop this? Oh, could have been better. Probably have a decent enough score. I mean, Jeff are sitting here and signatures. Okay. It's hard to read this, I'm sorry. It goes by really fast.
What exactly did you do? Whoa, what was that?
Boss fight next chapter. That'll be fun.
The angry alien did fly off in that direction, did he not?
Not the goddess. This is bad.
I think we're at the end of this one. It's a good chapter.
Wonderful 100. All aboard on the double. We're headed for the Goddess of Blossoms.
Initiating laser teleportation.
Roger. Team! Back to the ship.
Roger.
Alright, that was pretty good. Let's go and check the shop for new stuff. It's been plenty long. Hopefully I got a decent score. I don't know, I messed up a little bit. Silver. I'm surprised how I've been doing, even though it's only the beginning and not super fantastic, but like I was expecting to do worse considering how rusty I'd been. First time I played this, I was getting like the consolation prize awards like it constantly because I kept screwing up and I was using the touch screen, which is a lot harder and more frustrating than using the right stick. Alright, let's look at what we can buy. We're gonna need some new stuff, I think. Unite Ball, Unite Spring, Unite Rocket, Tombstone Camp. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm trying to see if a certain upgrade's available to buy now. Speed Charge, Unite Charge, Energy Converter, Safeguard, Double Power. These are all like really, really different, and they all have like special attributes. Then this one heals you when you block safely. I think blocks automatically. They're all pretty self-explanatory for the most part. Hero count. What's this one down? I don't remember. Let's see. Push the left stick and sync with an enemy attack to reflect it back. Okay, I don't remember that at all. Although that one sounds like it'd be a little difficult to get used to, so I'm not gonna buy it. I think this is where you can get the hero time I mentioned from. But it's not in stock yet, so we can't buy it. Just check everything and see what we can get out of here. All Rocket, Tombstone Camp. Gonna check all these. Might just get some new items. We'll get some more healing at least.
Wonderful. Super wonderful.
There we go, that should be plenty for that. Now let's actually look in here.
Unite Ball.
Data for a ball. Is it? Oh yeah, ball base, Unite more rolls, let you move at high speed. Yeah, this is good. This is like a quick way to move around, so that's useful too, even if it's not necessary. I think these two are way more limited.
Unite Camp.
Unite more from the tool to help rest one's bodies. Charging extra energy. Doing resting lets you create a giant Unite more without drawing anything. This one's good. We'll get that if we can afford it. Okay, we're too short on that. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do one more thing and we'll check the custom blocks and then we'll be done with that. Double power do again?
Double power.
Amplifies the attack power that Unite works, but depletes a great deal of the Unite gauge. Oh yeah, this is good, but we can't buy it because we don't have enough money, so let's check stuff that's under 2, around 2 billion. Energy Converter.
Energy Converter.
More than upper unlimited vitality. Access to your Unite gauge. Unite gauge goes above its max. The excess is applied to the vitality gauge. Ooh, that sounds helpful. I don't think I ever bought that one either in any of my runs because I didn't really care as much.
Night Charge.
In fact, I didn't check this as much as I needed to. Hold the not attack button automatically up the size of the morphs.
Speed Charge.
Recovery speed. That's useful, but not that useful. Yeah, okay, out of all the stuff, I'm just gonna look around a little more. Yeah, I think I know what I want already. We're gonna grab this energy converter.
Energy Converter.
Wait, is that too much? How much do I have? 200. Oh, no, it's not even 200. It's 26,000. Okay, that's been a lot more than I realized. I guess we'll be getting this later if we even get it at all. Dude, how cheap these are. Not cheap enough. Okay, we're done then. Alright, let's save the game. Boss time, here we go. Hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. Been a lot of fun for me. Been trying to make it enjoyable.
The wonderful.
Really is a gem of a video game. It's so much fun. Story's super good. Also, this game's got a good sense of humor.
Alice, full speed to the Goddess of Blossoms.
Why the rush? It is just a statue, is it not?
Shows how much you know, Monsieur Smarty Pants. She's the symbol of the city. We can't just stand by and let those aliens defile her.
It's worse. The super reactor powering Margarita is inside the goddess. If Geth Jerk knocks it offline, Earth is done for.
Yeah, and the end of the world thing he just said.
I think we know who wears these smarty pants around here.
Touche, dude.
Goddess of Blossoms at 1,000 meters. Large jerk matter signature in the vicinity.
What on earth?
Oh, and here's our first boss.
At last! The key to unlocking the Earthling shield is in our grasp. Once it is destroyed, the hole we blow open will leave them defenseless. Now to roll out the red carpet for an award-winning alien invasion!
Time for that alien to eat missile!
No, we can't risk damaging the statue.
Ultra high-res imaging on the way.
That kid. Luca!
I just realized I didn't even really connect the dots too much, but that boss, like, actually sort of reminds me of, like, I don't remember what his name is, Hydra or something from Godzilla.
Energy readings nominal inside the statue. The super reactor is still operational.
Alice, full speed ahead. We're going to get back that statue. Wonderful 100, prepare to deploy on deck. We've got new rules of engagement. I'm approving the use of unlimited form.
Oh,
Make
this
the
part's
most of
cool.
it and get me
Just
back
a
my
second.
goddess.
Roger. Shirogane drive limiters deactivated. Engaging unlimited form.
Here it comes. This part is like one of my favorite cutscenes to watch. Happens every boss fight, but it never gets old.
Atomic particles from space. Wonderful ones are able to form a limitless energy
The
source.
dialogue doesn't happen every single time, though, just this first time, I think.
This is emergency operation mode, unlimited form. Disabling their Shirogane drive limiters, they push their suits to reach new levels of Unite energy capacity. However, this power comes at a cost. Extended operation in unlimited form can cause considerable damage to team members, and an overheating drive can explode with teratons of force. The ultimate weapon is the ultimate double-edged sword.
Team, fall in! Roger.
I don't know why, but there's something like with the way that's so flashy that just looks really, really cool to me. I always like watching that, yeah. It doesn't get old, it's always satisfying to watch for some reason. Glad you're enjoying the game, by the way. I'm a little worried if everything was going alright. I apologize I'm not talkative like I said earlier, but I do not want to interrupt the cutscenes. I actually really, really like the story and the dialogue in this game, even though and it's still not at its peak yet, but like as it keeps going, it gets better and better, but it's good to just let the game and do its cutscenes, I feel.
The wonderful 101!
If you're talking about the gameplay, no, this game gets better and better as you keep playing it.
Not even Orochi can break through this thing. The goddess of blossoms is no delicate flower. Let's see how she holds up when we hurl her into the city from outer space.
Hey, jerkface! You ain't getting away from me!
Where did this child come from? No matter, Orochi! To the stratosphere!
I'm talking to you, you spiky-headed freak!
Hold it right there, invaders!
Ah, the cosplay brigade returns! The look of futility on your faces is absolutely wonderful! Don't change a thing! Just give me a second to smash your beloved goddess into 1.735 million little pieces! Give or take 3 or 4.
Alright, I think we're finally starting. I just realized, like, there's a lot of boss, and, like, seeing a lot of references to different boss fights in this, like one of these is, like, a direct reference to Punch-Out! I'm not sure about the others. I think some of them might be movie references, like how this is kind of similar to, like, Godzilla, like I said. Also, the boss fights, like, a good few of them start off, like, really differently from the main gameplay. How do I dodge? I'm supposed to shoot it down? I don't remember. It's been a while. God damn it. This part bothers me. You have to, like, really watch the ship and keep attacking. Keep letting go of the steering wheel, though, for some reason. But yeah, this was actually a $60 game. I don't know why you're saying it doesn't look like it. It's not really a big deal to me anyway, but I think now you can pick it up for $30 or $20 anyway if you look. It's good. It's definitely worth it at 20. I feel like I still got my money's worth at 60. I've enjoyed this a lot. Definitely like one of my big favorite Wii U games. I think the story like factors into that a lot because the story really is awesome in this game. Hold on a second. Oh no, I was thinking I could maybe make this thing roll. This first segment kind of reminds me of like how the Star Fox is, like the way you're piloting the ship. I don't know, don't tell me we're about to die. I'm having trouble getting this thing steered where I want it. This boss fight gets a lot better once you get out of this part where you're flying. This part is kind of a nuisance, to be honest. I don't remember the controls for this section perfectly. You have to just like watch yourself really carefully. And watch these projectiles too, because there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of like the ship segments they do in this. There's another one later on in the game, and I honestly think these are part of the weaker parts of the game. Like, this is not that fun, but there are very few of them from what I remember. Please tell me I don't have to get all these down to get to the next phase, because I forgot how long this ship thing lasts. Okay, I do, but whatever, we're nearly done. Bosses have like a really interesting health system. You can like notice they like have a tier, like right now it's a yellow. I think there's like a green and a blue before you get them this far, and the yellow is their last health meter. Every boss pretty much has way more than one. It'll take a while to kill them. If you like pay attention to the color, you get like an idea of where you're at when you're fighting them. That's one thing I like about this and like most of Platinum's games in general. Is like you don't usually get. Damn it! I need to shut up and focus. But like you don't usually get like actual. No, I don't have my guys together. Oh god damn it! This is exactly what I was worried about. Let's try this again. I think I can skip this. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the title screen because if you continue, you lose score, and I actually don't want to do that. Those parts are annoying, and they're not quite like the rest of the game, so they're easy to mess up on. God damn it. That was because I wasn't prepared enough.
Roger!
Do this again. I think I can skip through cutscenes, so I'll be able to get straight back in. I'm gonna try to read this a little better. Also, since you're bringing it up, I don't like the on-rail shooting sections because they don't feel like really well put together. Like these, I guess they're kind of similar to Star Fox, but I don't think they share the same properties. You're kind of just steering like a really, really big ship around without it, like super precise control. You're just kind of steering it. Okay, and this is good, but I can't actually skip this, which is a little annoying.
Elementary atomic particles from space.
This is unskippable, I think. That's the one downside to this cutscene here.
This is emergency operation mode, unlimited form. Disabling their Shirogane drive.
I just want to get back in the action, honestly.
To reach new levels of unite energy capacity. However, this power comes at a cost. Extended operation in unlimited form can cause considerable damage to team members, and an overheating drive can explode with teratons of force.
I honestly might have to consider doing a second stream of this, not from like a direct continuation, but like a second stream to show some of the better moments. I mentioned how there's references in other parts of the games, like especially the boss fight. Can't remember what chapter, but it's either 6 or 7. You do like a boss fight that's Punch-Out themed. That's really goofy but really fun. You fight the giant robot from like chapter 1B with that system at one point. Kind of difficult to get used to though. And then there's like one more boss fight that it repeats the Punch-Out thing near the end of the game. I don't feel like it's as good the second time, but it's still pretty fun and goofy to look at. If I do like a second stream of this, it'll be like showing off some of that stuff where it's like later in the game instead of a continuation, because then I can show off more of the power-up. Maybe, actually by then we could like skip around on missions I've unlocked too. Which would help a little bit. So I can speed up and I can fire and steer. That's not really a lot, but I mean, okay. The B button to speed up, I mean, that's, I guess that could be kind of useful. I let go. Oh, whatever. But yeah, this on-rails section isn't very good in my opinion. These are easily part of the weaker part of the game. Also, something to note is like, when you're fighting the bosses in particular, the game always finds some way or another to be creative. Like the boss fights never really get old or stale, and they're not like the same general combat you do in like other sections. Like there's always some creative stuff thrown in there, either during the middle of the fight or just like in general. They make it interesting and they keep you on your toes. It's what I'd expect out of a really good game like this, though, is like really, really unique design and like ways to keep the player enticed. I like that about this game. That said, I don't like the sections like this. This is really annoying, honestly, doing this on-rail section. There's a lot of shit flying at me. Like, we're doing a lot better. I haven't taken that much damage this time. If I was paying attention, that probably would have been a problem the first time, honestly. I just didn't get to read it, and I don't know. Let me see. Does it actually show me the controls by pause? I don't see anything by it. I just wanted to verify if that was actually there. If there's like a control. Those for the ship segment. A little weird that they would have it in the beginning and then there's not really a way to bring it back up as far as I can tell. Also on that same note, like, it takes a little bit of time to get used to the controls in this game. It's like really different. First playthrough just didn't connect with me like as easy as it is for me right now. It's definitely a more weird and quirky system. Once you get used to it, it feels good. You go down, please. I've already wasted like a lot of time taking you out. Oh, I thought I was gonna avoid it that time. Get me back on my members, my team, so I can finish this. There's so much debris and shit. This is why this is annoying, is you gotta dodge like a billion things while you're in a chase. It's not a great start to a first boss fight, if I'm being honest. Also, since I can't use the right stick for like moving the camera around, I can only use the left stick to like get my aim better. Okay, what did it say to do? Oh, it's just to shoot an anchor at it. Right, I forgot about that. Let me have my control, please. I need to get this done. We can get on to the better part. Alright, I need to aim for the tail. Get it straight. Just line it up. They make a lot of nuisance in like getting onto the actual fighting you want to do. Oh wait, am I supposed to be running right now? What? What happened? Why did I fall? Oh, come on. I seem to be... Okay, now I'm moving. I don't know why I was having trouble. I don't remember being this annoyingly difficult originally, but I mean, at least we're on to this now. Now we can fight. What I was waiting for. Alright, boss time. This is a fun one. It's good. It's interesting. You also get a lot of awesome dialogue during this to hear. Although I don't think it's until you get through like certain sections of this. Woo, got a lot of danger. Fights popping up out of nowhere. I don't know if you can even reach them with the sword, so I'm not going to bother trying right now. Shit, oh right, sorry, I forgot. If I use the sword, I can absorb that. I completely forgot about that. I don't think I can do that with this, though. I don't think there's any way to stop the flames. It's useful and really fun to, like, use their elements against them when you get the opportunity. Ah! I hate those things. They like that stuff that was getting shot at me earlier, like, does that, and you can break it with your sword, but if you get hit by it, it kind of traps you. But, okay, right. This is an integral part of this, too. You gotta keep your numbers up during this fight. It's for a weird reason on top of that. Can you please not... I don't want to be eating your lunch, please. That'd be nice. They're not very bright. They're like shooting whatever and not really paying enough attention to me. These two dragon heads are kind of dumb. Can you even call that dragon head? I don't know what that would be referred to as. I think it's a reference to like an actual mythology thing that called it Orochi. And I mentioned it being a Godzilla thing, and I think it might be both that and close to what I just mentioned. Come on, I was still in the middle of forming the sword. You didn't let me finish. That's what you're supposed to do. I didn't get the timing, though. Oh, we're about to do something here? Looks like it. I don't remember entirely how everything goes. So, I mean, I don't remember all the interactions in this. I just remember they're pretty good. Yeah, I get to scrape his face against a building. Feels satisfying beating the crap out of this thing. That is too close for comfort. You ready to eat some more sword? Too bad, you're going to. You're gonna like it. Did it not work? You gave me the prompt. That's weird. I mean, it's supposed to, like, stop his mouth, I thought. I mean, hey, we got that, but I could have sworn I got the prompts. I used the Unite build there. There's usually sections like that in these fights where you can, like, stop and attack if you do it right. Sometimes the timing's a little bit tricky and really, really strict, though. Yeah, there we go. Eat laser. That feels really satisfying, knocking this thing out and hurting it. It's an annoying boss. Wait, what? What happened? He attacked me so fast I didn't even get a second to react to it. He's going a lot quicker than he was the last time I fought him in that arc section. Yeah, 8 sword. Okay, we need to heal in just a second. Taking a lot of damage. Not paying enough attention. Struggling a little more than I remember, but I mean, that's okay. I'll heal it one more time. Yeah, there we go. Be good. Jeez, there being more of a buffer to get out of the way of the attacks. Doesn't seem like it's happening right now, though. You just get wiped. Yeah, there we go. Break your damn sword. Okay, I could have stopped that, but I didn't realize it was happening yet. One thing I don't like is when the bosses or enemies in general like don't give you a lot of reaction time. Much better when you can like actually see what's going on and get an easier time like stopping it. Oh, he's nearly dead. That is dangerous. I'm doing good on my actual fight. I don't know how well my score is at the moment. We're about to get some really good stuff happening in a second where we get to use the Unite a bit more for something cool. I don't know if it's about to happen like right away or not though. Also, this boss looks a lot more threatening than it really is. Some of these attacks are like really easy to dodge. You know, they look like they'd be hard to dodge, like that mouth snapping thing. Okay, I think we're about to get to the fun part. Did I not get the timing? God damn it. Well, whatever. I don't get it. I hit the sword option as soon as I got a chance and it didn't let me do it. I've had that problem with some of these boss fights. They give you the prompt and they don't work when they give you a prompt. Let me out! Okay, thank you. We're like right on the verge of being done, I think. If I can't reach up here, I have to use this gun to slowly pelt him to death. Oh, here we go. This part's good. I like this part. I mean, not this exact part, but I mean...
Unite sword!
There we go. Stab him right in the eyeball. It was kind of painful, honestly. Jesus, fucking destroying it. And now we get to it, the part I was talking about, the good part. Fill in the eyeball. Why isn't it working, though? Is it working now? I don't think it is. What the fuck? I mean, fill it in. I'm trying to do it. Okay, there we go. It wasn't working for some reason. You need like exactly 100, I think. And now we get to use it to kill him. Oh, that feels good. There we go, yeah! Tear that head off. A little violent. There goes 2 out of 3. Angry.
Didn't your mother tell you to treat other people's toys with respect?
You treat this as a toy? I mean, it's limited, isn't it? Whatever. Oh boy, we're getting near the end. This part is really, really good. I like this part.
Be high enough. Say goodbye to your beloved Blossom.
Evil never wins, and you won't win now, buddy.
Roger.
Am I supposed to jump? Why am I not jumping? Oh, except for these items. Oh, shit. Didn't see the attack until it was already happening. What? I thought I was supposed to get a prompt to jump, so why didn't it show up? Yeah, it's not showing. And now it is. This part's pretty easy. It's very, very fun. Keep chunking shit at him. Oh, God. Okay. Can I get up now? I remember this part feeling a little less interactive, but I mean, whatever. Actually, oh, yeah, I can. Do more with these, though, I think. Why didn't I not get to do it when I tried to get the sword out? That's really weird. It should automatically let me stop the laser. I don't think that's going to take away from my score, though. Supposed to be able to finish him by now. Oh, I think we're getting the finisher right now. The jump from platform to platform is kind of awesome to watch. Get this immediate reaction. Oh, you are not gonna do anything. You can get destroyed by your own beam. Oh yeah. Kicking his ass.
Not so fast, worms! My Technobo would like to have a word with you. And that word is... die!
Sword duel, here we go. Fucking wipe him out pretty easily. Gonna come back for it, I think he does. Oh, hurry up. Ah, it took too long. Okay, that's my bad. I should have just held for a smaller one. I think you get a little more of a reward if you get a bigger more. What I was trying to do, trying to show off, which I shouldn't have. Oh, he's getting away. Come back here. Fine, I'll lock swords with you one more time. I remember it being this slow to take him out, that's the only thing. And he's dead.
Unite, build.
There we go. Make an arrow. Shoot him down. That did not work. Going, come on. Ooh, finish, come on. There we go. Oh, this is satisfying to watch. He's dead. Sliced him clean in half. But I mentioned about this being a little violent at times. Wasn't like really bad, but I mean, for a game like this, it is a little bit over the top at moments.
I have not seen anyone under a sword like that. Least of all blue.
Were you even watching the same fight, dude? That was all me.
Shenanigans! How could you puny humans have possibly defeated me?
Shenanigans.
Feeling a bit beside yourself?
I like the dialogue a lot.
My men are less forgiving than I was.
Wonder Red, I should have known. Curse you and your minions.
He takes a sword out and it's already cut in half. Dumb alien. All brain, no... and all brawn, no brain, excuse me.
Dude, where are you gonna put that lame-o gun away and get yourself a real weapon?
Do not listen to him, Christine Daae. My belle. He knows not what he says.
Goddess of Blossoms recovered. Super reactor output nominal.
Brilliant. Let's take her home.
Operation 001 complete. Flight path clear. Virgin Victory returning Goddess of Blossoms to original position. Red, prepare for laser teleportation.
Roger.
Bro, what's up with the kid?
He's a student in my class. His name is Luca.
I hate those guys. I hate them.
Well, that was fun. That's where our stopping point will be with this mission. How do we rank? Ah, that could have gone a lot better. I didn't do good on time, apparently, for damage. I mean, I guess it's not terrible. I should have been able to do better than that, but I mean, I'm only doing this to like play through the game to like show how it is and show that it's a lot of fun, like show things about it. So don't mind that I didn't score great here. Could have been a lot better though. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I am done here tonight. And we probably won't be doing more of this game, or at least not anytime soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Mario Maker 2. Thank you guys for watching so much, and hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Bye everybody, take care, thanks for watching.